and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody. We have a very short agenda here. Are there additions or corrections to the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
Motion by Jerry, second by Rick, to approve the agenda as printed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We have the minutes from 8:10. Any additions or corrections to those minutes?
I'd move to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Morton, second by Rick, to approve the minutes of August 10th. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion is carried. Okay, general public, anybody has something to say this morning, is that what we did? We got a couple minutes to kill, you can give a speech or something. Well, we gotta wait till 8:36, let's do our reports. Jerry, what did you do this week?
I had no meetings last week. I did go out and check, Gary. What's that? You had that quote on security. Oh, I guess we had that training.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we had the Alice training, I guess you could include that. That was on what day was that? That was Tuesday. Wednesday. Boy, that week went fast.
It is?
Yeah, and I did run out and see Doug Marshall out here on Drainage District Project number 6, and he was finishing up that bulkhead. It really looks nice. Thank goodness he's willing, him and Jason were willing to do that for us, because we needed to get that done. It happened to be a dry week, now here we go again. With all this rain, they wouldn't have been able to do it, but he got out there and they were able to work with the DOT and get a permit to put a driveway right off the T intersection onto the Highway 3 there, so they drove down through the ditch instead of trying to force cement from the road and all that, so, off of Highway 3, so.
They get the cement trucks down through
They
there?
did. Well, they had a pretty good driveway, and they hauled up 3 or 4 loads of, side dumps of dirt and feathered it out. And then they got it all poured and done, and then, of course, they needed some more of that fill dirt and crap that was left there was not usable, so they had to haul all the 6 loads of that stuff out. Well, then they actually hauled in about 6 loads of dirt, but they used 3 loads of dirt off of that ditch, so you didn't have to haul it twice, so. Got it done, and it should be workable. And I think they're gonna go fix that one down at Roosevelt, like I said, and, one up north. And maybe look at that one north of Hardy when they, hopefully before they start tiling this fall, so. If we get those things done with the other work we've gotten done, we should be, really had a good summer getting broken tiles fixed and stuff, so I feel pretty good about that. I hope so.
Starting to get them to move a little better.
So Alice training, that's all I had.
Monday morning, 7 o'clock, I was down at the LEC. We had some, changes that are gonna be done. They found an error on the blueprint. It was on the ADA ramp between the new addition and the jail. They just missed it, so they had to go down and talk with Woodruff about possible changes, and, they're still kinda hammering that out. It's easily, well, not easily changed, but it can be changed and corrected, so that's not a real big issue. And then there's some issues in the bathroom. It was calling just to be painted block. Well, they're gonna have to do a bunch of patching on this block wall, so it's not gonna look very nice when they get done if they just paint it. So we're considering maybe just tiling the walls in that bathroom. And it might be, we might just have somebody locally do that here rather than do it as a change order, because it'd be a lot cheaper. I'm discussing that with our engineer right now. And a couple other little things like that, put some drywall on a wall that was gonna be this patch block. And it just isn't gonna look real good because you got the glazed block and then you patch it with just something that doesn't match. And so just some cosmetic things, but everything else is going pretty well. No major deals. And then Wednesday I was here for the Alice training, which is very informative. I think it's a good thing to pursue and work on. Get some plans made so people are aware of what goes on. That was it for me.
Just the Alice training.
Okay, 2 o'clock on Tuesday, I had a daycare meeting. I think we're moving ahead on this one. I think we have something going, but I have to wait to see if we work it out. And then on Wednesday, I went to the Alice training, and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we had a wellness meeting. I think we got something going on that too, but we gotta wait and see if it works out. I'm working with a racquetball club on trying to get a gymnasium and a running track put on down there. And Thursday night, we had the interviews for emergency management. We had 6 interviews. We're gonna have another meeting this Thursday night and made a decision. So that was a week for me. First, what we do each week, we go to meetings, we go around, we know what we've done previous week. Sometimes we have lots, sometimes we don't have any, so very informative. Okay, it's 8:36, I need a motion to, no, we don't need it, not yet. We canvass the votes. Special election, we need to win the board of canvass. Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, recess, and go into Board of Canvassers.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion and second to join the board of canvass. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
All right, I have one book here, or 2 Kelly books, guys, so...
Two?
Left.
I'm gonna let these guys do it, 'cause I left my glasses home. That's my excuse today. I get in my truck, I said, where's my glasses?
Oh, darn it, can't see a thing.
Yeah, I don't want to miscount.
All right, whenever you're ready, tell me which precinct you have first. And then you can just read off.
Well, I have the absentee
Okay,
ballots.
and all the results are on the page that's attached. That comes right out.
I'm kinda like you, Jerry, I should've brought my dang glasses.
I let you borrow mine.
So we got Bruce I have glasses, but I'm
Okay, I got precinct 10, I got 34 votes cast, 8 for Ernst, 5 for Potras, and 21 for Rivers.
And write-ins?
Oh, sorry, 0.
Good. Another payment.
Okay, now that's the precinct on this one.
I think you're done.
Am I done? There's another,
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah,
Tell me that's it.
We always have to attach the zeros page when they start out the night.
Okay.
Oh,
Approve it with
approve it with 0, yeah.
Smart.
Humboldt 3, SR, whatever it says,
South Rutland, so we shorten it to SR.
okay. Now, where do we start, from the precinct, down?
Where the names are, just read what the totals are next to the names.
Right here.
Okay. Supervisor, District 1, race 10. Brian Ernst, 85, Dean Potras, 40, Bruce Reimers, 126, write-in 0.
Okay.
Is that all?
Yeah.
So in totals, everything matched off the canvas, or off the tally looks back to the canvas book. So we had Brian Ernst with a total of 93, Dean Potras with 45, and Bruce Reimers with 147. A total of 285 votes cast, which was about 22% of the voter turnout. We don't have enough bills in yet to say exactly what the election cost, but as soon as the final newspaper bills and everything get here, I can let you guys know that.
Good. Public's been
But
asking
it
about
shouldn't be, yeah, it shouldn't be very expensive. We didn't...
Had one polling place,
Place a ton of
so.
notices, had one polling place.
So based on the canvas, we declare the winner, and Bruce Reimers. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now we're ready to...
Then we need to adjourn from the board of canvas.
What's the reason for such low turnout to the vote?
On special elections, that seems to be the case, no matter whether it's a school election or a city or anything that's a special, it's just always a
Leave the
small
top
voter
line
turnout. I
for
don't know
car.
why, but...
Out of about, what, 2,000 voters in each district?
In that district, there were... I didn't look. Just a second ago. Oh, it's on the tally book,
1,500.
yeah. I would guess 15,
Do we need to
1,300.
sign this one too?
Yes.
Okay, so we leave that for Carl there.
This is a lot more complicated than a general election. We have a lot of different
Oh.
precincts, we have a lot of different candidates.
Mhm.
We go around and around and around.
It takes quite a while.
Same thing here.
And you know, we have a general election, some people enter,
You'll
some
have to
enter,
sign.
some-
No, I don't think Bruce signs this. 'cause
Bruce won't sign that. Well, no. That one's done.
We need a motion to go out of canvas back into general session.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second, going out of canvas, go to general session. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. All right, Becky, I think you get to swear in our new board member, right?
All right, Bruce, if you're ready, I'll come over this way. Need you to stand, lift your right hand. And repeat after me. I,
I, Bruce Reimers,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
and I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
of the office of Humboldt County Supervisor, District 1,
of the office of Humboldt County Supervisor, District 1,
in Humboldt County, Iowa,
in Humboldt County, Iowa,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now hereafter required by law.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bet you haven't had as many pictures since you were a baby. Football player.
Now the fun begins. We get to go to the next item of business, we get to assign your assignments after the meeting. If our meetings are only on Monday nights, we have it made.
Well, I think we know which ones will be okay, Peggy.
We've all been probably 10 or 15 different meetings and assignments we have during the year. And we've been willing to give you and have a few of those assigned you. We took some Harlan, so. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Jerry, you want to start and go around the...
Sure, I'll tell Bruce what I did. When Harlan got off, I took over his Iowa Drainage, Iowa DDA, which stands for Iowa Drainage District Association. So I took over that, and I've been kinda wanting to get onto that. So, you know, that relates to tile issues, and we meet in Pocahontas. So I'm gonna take that, and the one board that I'm gonna give up to you is the CFR Board, Community and Family Resources. And they have the Alcohol Treatment Center down in Fort Dodge, which you might be familiar with. And, we meet in Webster City, because we also have, an office facility in Ames, where we do a lot of mental health issues. And, this board will be a very good board to be on. I've been on it 10, 11 years, and from the start, in fact, myself and Jim Gill, the president, we're the oldest two on this board now. But, they've got a good program going there now. We got rid of a director and hired somebody internal about 3 or 4 years ago, and right now we have about a $2 million working balance, so they're going in the right direction, working capital, and they're planning on maybe doing a new building sometime in the future, so it'll be an interesting board to be on. They meet once a month, and it's the third Thursday of the month, so this month we'll be meeting on the 27th of August at 6 o'clock in Webster City. So I'll just meet you somewhere, Bruce, and go down there with you and introduce you, and we'll get the swearing in and all that stuff taken care of, and kinda introduce you to the board down there, so show you where the building is, so.
That was 27th?
27th of August at 6 o'clock, so we'll probably leave here about 5. They'll feed us supper, and we'll have our meeting as soon as we're done eating, and usually runs about an hour and a half, so.
Okay.
That's the only one I'll be turning over to you, I guess. I'm going easy on you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you do have alternates to that?
Oh, there is some alternates, but, yeah, there'll be some alternates, yeah.
Sound like a trade, you're...
Well,
I'll name later?
no, what he's saying is, there's some boards that like Mort's the chairman of the... Yeah, well, and then there's an alternate, and I might be on that, or you might be an alternate on some of these boards.
Harlan
Was he the alternate?
hazmat.
Okay.
And I took it over for him because I was in...
You the alternate, okay, you'll have to decide what you want to turn over, okay. Rick, it's your turn.
Well, I took over Harlan's, landfill job down in Fort Dodge. Can't say that I like garbage, but somebody's gotta do it,
Somebody's
right?
gotta take care of it.
But, anyway, the one I'm gonna turn over to you is my UDMO. It's a monthly meeting down in Fort Dodge, the third Tuesday of the month.
Tell them what that stands for, UDMO.
Upper Des Moines, oh gosh. Opportunity, yeah. Part of that meeting, you sit there and listen to something that doesn't pertain to Humboldt County, which is probably the frustrating part. You sit there for probably 3/4 of the meeting, and a small portion of it pertains to us. And then quarterly, we have our local EDMO meeting, right here in this room here, which it happens to be Wednesday. This Wednesday at 10, and that's the one that I enjoy the most, because you find out what's actually going on in our county, from Mary Ortman. She's real good, runs a nice meeting, and they do a lot of good things for the young kids in town here, the CURB programs, the back-to-school programs. It has to do also with the LIHEAP, rent assistance, things like that for people in our county, and you'll be amazed. What amazed me the most is how many people do get assistance, what percentage. It was kind of shocking to me when I first got on that. I didn't realize that we actually have people living under bridges in our town occasionally. So, you'll probably enjoy this one here in the courthouse. The one down in Fort Dodge, you have to deal with a guy from Wright County. He's down there, he'll harass you a little bit. Rick Rasmussen, he's on that too. But it's fun, so.
So when was that again?
The one down in Fort Dodge, it's at the Trolley Center.
Right.
And it's the third Tuesday of every month. But I think this Tuesday,
It might be the 4th, because of the...
I'll have to check my emails, but they're doing a special thing up in Arnold's Park. They're having and you probably won't even want to attend that because you're not up to speed yet. They're having a staff day up there. So I'll go back and check on that and see when.
Well, you might want to go with them the first meeting or something too, like that,
yeah.
or at least get them down there and introduce
yeah.
them. That's kind of a nice way to do it.
So that's it for me, just that EDMO meeting.
The only one I had for Harlan was the hazmat, but that includes 3 meetings. It's the hazmat meeting, the LEPC, and then there's the foundation meeting too, trying to raise money to buy a new hazmat truck.
How often do you meet with that, Mark? That don't meet very often.
I don't know if it's every other month or every quarter, I don't know.
So you'll have to
I
get...
only went to one since Harlan left.
You'll get notified about them.
Yeah, they'll notify it, and there's no specific date, I don't think, on it.
Just waiting to see more swans or whatever, keep that.
Yeah, it don't make any difference to me. If you're gonna get too tied down, I can take that job for you.
You tell me, maybe I can tag along and see what, at least, see what the first meeting would be like.
Sure.
Or if nothing else, make Bruce the alternate, that way if you can't make it, and then he likes, because then if you get off, if you retire sometime, then you might want to, just, maybe the new guy wouldn't want to spread it around.
Bruce, I only got one for you. I took mine from Harlan. I'm gonna give up my ministry meeting. We meet about the second Wednesday of every month during a school year. And I have representatives from the school, the county, the city, plus all the ministerial. They basically coordinate calendars to make sure we don't step on each other. We meet down at the hospital in the boardroom. And I'll give them your email and your telephone number, so they'll notify you when the next meeting comes up.
Okay.
I think you probably know most of those people, two part-time. You got off pretty lucky. January, we get to give you some more. Okay, we would need a motion to assign those previously mentioned topics. Right.
I'll make the motion to assign those committees.
I'll second.
Second by Rick. All those in favor of assigning Bruce those committee assignments, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Boy, that's not too bad a load first week, is it?
I don't know. I'm still flying blind here.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Harlan that we gotta remember is, he was involved in a lot of state level and national level meetings, so, it looks like a lighter load, but all the other stuff he went through kind of added up too, so.
Do we have anything else coming forth? I think you had, Eric.
I was gonna say too, could I just mention real quick, I know some of the other supervisors did this when they were just new. They went around to each office and kind of introduced themselves. Because you work a lot with the recorder, the treasurer, myself, my staff.